What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be opening up a booster box of Yu-Gi-Oh! Set Doom of Dimensions. Inside consists of 24 booster packs that we're going to be opening up right now. So don't go anywhere because you're not going to want to miss this. Alright, so here we go. We got Doom of Dimensions. Did I get ripped off? Like, look at this thing. Oh my gosh. Looks like someone might have, like, sealed it with a cigarette lighter. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you've ever gotten a box, a booster box like this. I got it off Amazon, so I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna find out though. I know that. So I don't know who would reseal a booster box of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Maybe, I don't know. There are some pretty expensive ones, I guess, in this set. But yeah, we're gonna find out. Let's go ahead and crack it open here. So far, so well, I don't know. We'll take a look. But so far, so good. Look at the seal. I think it's looks pretty legit. We're gonna go ahead and go for it. Yeah, it wasn't too expensive, so you know, it is what it is. There are two cards in this set that I've been looking at that I really want to pull, and that's Kanai Noroi and Marshmallow Yummy. If we get the Starlight of either one of those, we would get our money back plus more, which, like I said in previous videos, I don't really care too much about the money. I'm more of a collector, so excuse me. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get to it here and see, you know, if we can at least pull those chase cards. It is good to have at least some chase cards, you know. And that's a pretty good looking card right there. I like that. It's not a hollow, but whatever. And then, was there a hollow in this? Is this guaranteed one? One foil card in every pack. Oh, okay. I was going to say, oh gosh, it is reseal. That's crazy, but no. Alright. Alrighty. So we're going to go ahead and keep all the hollows separate, because at the end we'll go through all of the hollows and hits that we did get. And yeah, I like to do that. Alright. Seems like the cards are in pretty good condition. And we got Reginesis. Overlord. We'll just go with Overlord. Alright. Twilight Rose Black Knight. First King Clovis. And I'm just gonna whatever pack I pull out of there is the pack we're gonna open. I'm not gonna go in no left or right order or nothing. Alright, Radiant Typhoon Manidate. Radiant Typhoon Vision. Ooh. Very nice. Dominus Spiral Secret. That's a very beautiful card. Alright, that's definitely going to go in the binder. Dark Contract with a different dimension. But yeah, I've been seeing like a lot of people, which it's like people in comment sections of videos, and like even some like bigger YouTubers, which I'm not going to say any names because I'm not like, you know, one to call anybody out, but I just think it's funny because like they'll be like don't collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards because they're worthless. And I'm like, I just thinking like that's kind of the whole reason why I switched. And because if you're a collector, you're supposed to, like, in my mind, collect things that you like, you know what I mean? And it's like, you know, I don't really believe in just collecting things because they cost a lot of money. It doesn't really make sense to me, but you know, I don't know. Now I know that there's like many different kinds of collectors. Like some people, like, you can collect expensive stuff, you know. I do get, like, you know, collecting rare things, obviously, which would, you know, the rarer the more expensive, because there's two things that make things rare or expensive, and that's age and scarcity, which is rareness. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like people like to invest in cards, which I don't really. I mean, like, to me, it's kind of it's kind of a gamble, because, you know, like I feel like, oh, we got Marshmallow Yummy, the secret. No way. Oh, it's not the Starlight, but still one of the top chase cards. Very nice. But anyway, what I was saying. So it's like, if you're going to invest, I just feel like you should invest in the stock market. And the reason being is because the stock market, like, you know, now I invest in the stock market, but I invest in like good companies. So it's like, if a company has years of data to back it up, you know, to like show that, you know, that your investment, it's just not gonna, you know, it's more like a very volatile stock, I feel like, to invest in Pokemon cards or Yu-Gi-Oh cards or something like that, which a lot of people are saying, like, invest in Pokemon. And if you are an investor, you know that, like, if I was gonna invest in cards, honestly, it would be Yu-Gi-Oh, because Yu-Gi-Oh's in the red right now. So if you're an investor, you don't want to invest, you know, in things when they're in the green, you know what I mean? Because to make money, you want to invest when they're low, and then once they do become valuable or popular or whatever, then you would have gotten them all when they were real cheap. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's like, to each their own. You know, like, I don't judge or think any less of anybody that invests in Pokemon cards or Yu-Gi-Oh cards or anything like that. I'm not saying that. Like, I don't have any issues or think less of them as a person. I'm just stating my opinion because everybody likes to state theirs. But yeah, that's just how I look at it. And plus, God, I just love every holo. Like, every holo, it just seems like this card's like worth a lot of money, you know. But yeah, it's like, I just don't really, I don't know. It's not like, it's like, I get it, you know what I mean? Because it's like within the last like 8 years. But when I was younger, like, when we had, like, you know, when Pokemon first came out, I was like 7, and like, Pokemon was just considered, like, you know, just a strictly like kids game. And yeah, there wasn't like any adults that had like binders of Pokemon cards. Like, they would just buy them for their kids, and, like, you know, that's how they became super rare, was like they would get destroyed, and kids would play with them and fold them up and put them in their pockets and stuff. And it's like, now it's like all these cards, you know, and it's not all adults, but I just feel like it's a lot of adults that are buying them, because it's like, it's a big nostalgia boom from like people that were around my age, and all these cards are being bought and they're all being kept real nice, and, like, you know, and it's just like, I don't feel like that in the next 10 to 20 years that, like, I don't feel like the kids today are going to be into it like we are now, you know what I mean? And I could be wrong. I'm not, you know, I'm not here to just like tell you that, like, oh, like, you're making a mistake or whatever. Like I said, I'm just stating my opinion, and I know I'll probably trigger some people, but I'm really not trying to. I'm just trying to give my opinion and, like, the way I look at it. But yeah, it's just like, when I was younger, you know, because Pokemon blew back up. Like, Pokemon was almost dead, like, before COVID and Pokemon Go, you know? So it's like, I don't know. I just feel not something I would do. I would honestly, if I was going to invest, like I said, it would be in Yu-Gi-Oh! And that really isn't why I'm doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Or why I'm buying Yu-Gi-Oh! It's really just because I want to collect something that I can afford. And I like to collect things, and I think that these cards just look awesome. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. But anyway, enough of that. Ooh, we got a Doom Queen Machinix. So are cards that are like this, like, better? Like, I don't know. I'm not sure. I know they're different, like, format. Is that because, like, is it for playing the game? Do they do different stuff? I guess I could read it, but that would probably take forever. You know what I mean? And we're just trying to open them up and see if we can get some good pulls in the video. But yeah, like I said, yeah, I just do it for fun, and, like, I collect for fun. So it's like, I kind of feel like it's, I don't know. If you're a collector and you collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards, like, I wouldn't let them discourage you about it, because it's like, obviously, it's like, we're not collecting to just make money. Like, we're collecting because we want to accumulate, like, a nice collection. And then, you know, and then there is a chance, like, you know, in years from now, and it's like, you just have like a giant collection of some crazy cards, and just like now they're worth a lot, you know, and you only spent a little bit on them. So, and even if they're not worth, you know, a lot, they could be worth a little more, just because they'd be like vintage at one time, you know. And if you just accumulated like a big collection, then you'd have a giant, perfect mint condition vintage collection. Just how I look at it, you know. I don't know, you know. But anyway, let's just keep going here. We're about halfway through now, and I'm already super happy, super stoked that we got the Marshmallow Yummy Secret. I don't know if I could pull, like, is it still possible to pull the Starlight too? I guess it would be possible to get a Starlight, but I don't know if you could pull like the Secret and a Starlight in the same box. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that card's worth more than the whole box, so doing pretty good here. I know my luck won't stay like that, because that's how it was in Pokemon. I had like super good beginner's luck, like to the point to where like I was so new I didn't even know like that. Like I thought any full illustration was like worth like a lot of money. Like I didn't, you know what I mean? I just thought that was like the craziest thing. And then yeah, come to find out that nope, like there's definitely some that, you know, just worth the same as a regular holo. Just blew my mind. But in the beginning, I like the ones that I did pull, I looked them up and they're like $80-$90. Like I pulled the Cynthia's Garchomp from Astral Radiance, and like that was the first one, and like that's like a super hard card to pull as a $90 card, and I sold it like in like 5 seconds, because like at that time, like I was running, well, I still have a card shop on eBay, but I was like trying to open packs up to like profit, and I was just like learn quick that don't work, you know. At all. But yeah, after doing Pokemon a while, I just was like, you know what, like it's just started to hurt me to sell the cards, so I was just like, I just want to, you know, collect something to where I don't have to sell them in order to buy more. So Yu-Gi-Oh! I went, and here I am, and I'm glad I did it, honestly, because it's just a lot more fun, just to be able to open up booster boxes and get back into something that I just remember doing when I was a little kid. So, and it's the same feeling I had when I started back up in Pokemon, which I still love Pokemon. I just, you know, I like to get back into stuff, you know. It's like history repeats itself, and I feel like that's what's going on. And this is now the second booster box. I did open up a lot of deck boxes, so yeah, I feel like once I open up a lot, like most of the sets, I will start, like everything will just start coming to me. Like with Pokemon, I pretty much opened every Scarlet and Violet booster, or ETB. I just recently opened up a Phantasmal Flames UPC and ETB. So yeah, I'm gonna make the ETB video this weekend along with this video, and then I already made the UPC video, which if you're interested in that, my channel is called Pokezon, just like Yu-Gi-Zon, which is because I'm an Amazon driver. So yeah, that's all I could come up with. I thought it was pretty cool, you know. I first started, but I like deleted these videos because like I was trying to do a certain niche, but I learned pretty quick with Pokemon that like I just started posting random stuff, which I'm sticking to a niche on Canine Jax, but that's a super, I believe. Super, yep, just regular holo super, regular foil. But yeah, I am gonna stick to the same niche in shorts as the Yu-Gi-Oh shorts that I've been posting. I'm just gonna make like everyone like that, and then I can buy like smaller boxes for a lot cheaper and make those. So I think it's pretty cool. Like with the tins in Pokemon, like I would buy a tin, and you know it'd be like almost $60. So I'm like, I just want to make a long form video out of this, because I just feel like it's like not like wasting it on a short, but I don't know. I try to make my channels like, you know, mostly videos. It's hard because I can make shorts faster, and it's like I can buy like a smaller box and make a short out of. Like I don't really want to make a whole video out of like one, you know, like goes from the past little box. It's got 4 packs in it. I just don't think that's like very, you know, cool. Like, you know, it's just, you could put that in a short. It only takes like a few minutes to open up, and then once you edit it, it's like a minute or two. Alright, Haunting Horn. Man, I'm just so happy we got that Marshmallow. Whew, can't believe it. Alright. Next phase. And yeah, don't get me wrong, like, I will sell some Yu-Gi-Oh cards, like, and that's another thing too, is that, like, in Yu-Gi-Oh, like, I feel like there's a bunch of cards, like, there's a card that I would like way more that's like 90 cents, and then there's a card that, like, I don't really think is that cool, and it'll be like 30-40 bucks. So it's like, I don't know, that's what I like about collecting things, like cards that I like, is that I'm not, you know, I could sell that card, buy another booster box, and then get, like, you know, a bunch more cards that I like, and just, you know, grow like a massive collection. And I know like people are like, oh yeah, massive collection of like cheap cards, but that's what, you know, it's like, I don't care if they're cheap, you know what I'm saying, because it's for my satisfaction. And then yeah. But, you know, I won't sell like every card, because some cards that are expensive I do really like. So, oops. I think we got, yep, that's the second one of those. Oops. Scout Deep Forest. Alright, we got 4 more packs. Hopefully we can get one Starlight. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe it's just in the last, it's in the bottom of the box, you know. Alright, Radiant Typhoon, Triple-Headed Behemoth, Radiant Typhoon Vision, Anamakadzej. Have no idea. Rage Rose Witch, looks cool. RB Lambada. Now I know I'm probably slaughtering these names, but just give me a break. Just give me a break. Alright. I already have 20 subscribers as I speak now, which is crazy to me. I did not think that I would gain 20 that quick. It took me a lot longer in Pokemon. So that's good. I feel good about that. Thank you guys for subscribing. I appreciate it. Next video I'll probably do a giveaway, because I did say in the first one that once I hit like 20 subscribers, I'll start doing giveaways. And that's probably why I have 20 now. But I don't know. Now that's probably, like I said, after Christmas for sure. And if I come out with a video, another one before Christmas, which I'm going to try to do a booster box opening every week. So, and then once after Christmas, it'll for sure be like that plus more. So yeah, I'll be able to do a couple giveaways. Ooh, we got another Jax. The Silk Bomb, Last Stand. We pulled a lot of this card. It's probably like the most common one. Alright, we're already down to our last pack. Alright. Radiant Typhoon Manifestation. Can we get a Starlight? Last pack magic. That'd be crazy. Ooh. Not looking like it. Oh. Alright, so this is obviously the card that I was looking for, and it's not the, you know, the Starlight, but still I'm super stoked on that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of them. I do really like the other secret that we pulled. Probably more than that one. I don't know. That one is just, it's something else, I'll tell you that. But alright, we'll just go ahead and go through them kind of quick, because I know, you know, we already kind of seen them, but just a little recap here. Everything we did get. And if there's anything crazy that I'm just skipping over, which I don't think there is, because I'm pretty sure these are all just like regular foils. Like this, I'm not sure about. But by the time the video's out, I'll know. But I'm not gonna go over every single super. So if there, ooh, Yum Yum Yummies, maybe that goes with Marshmallow Yummy. I'm not sure. Someone would let me know that maybe. And Gokui the Tyrant Ogre. But alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.